If you can hear me, let me just check the audio. Can you hear? Can you hear me? My goodness. Okay, great. You can hear me now. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, all welcome. Wow, I couldn't hear before. Like forever for today, and today is here. You can hear me now. I'm sure you can hear me now. It's back. Oh my goodness. You can't hear? Oh, okay, great. I was just checking something because I'm using a new microphone. So welcome everyone. Good evening. We've all been waiting. I too have been waiting for today. So finally today is here. Where are you joining from? Where are you joining from? Quickly, you can hear me. Great. Thank you. What is your name? Where are you joining from? Where are all my Lagos people, Ghana people? Where are they now? Canada people, UK people. Where are you joining from? Your name, where you are joining from. Thank you. It's better. So people can hear me now. Apologies. Okay. Anytime you can't hear me, please just let me know so that I can adjust myself. Okay. So those of us that are from Lagos, welcome. Wow. Taiwo from Saudi Arabia. Damilare from Ibadan. Okay, guys. Please go ahead and share the webinar with all your friends, family, so that we can start. I don't like wasting time. I'm going to start right away because I don't have too much time. Welcome, everyone. I can see Lydia from Ghana. I like Ghana people. Simple folks. Welcome, everybody. Peter from Ghana. Awesome. You're all welcome. So today we're going to have a great time. You have made the best decision, should I say, of your life to be here today. Now, if your screen is not clear, which happens, you can log out and come back. Just read what is on my screen. Or you can go to your YouTube settings where you have your picture, click payback and performance, then choose AVI for SD under the AVI settings. That's a lot of big words, but just read the screen. And if your screen is, just read what is on my screen. If your screen is not clear, then do that. Okay? Awesome. So what you will learn today will change your mindset and it will benefit you immensely. So just avoid all distractions for the next 40 minutes or so and be focused on what you're going to learn today. Are we ready? Are we ready? You need to give me, tell me you're ready. Benedicta from Cameroon, welcome. And all the Nigerian people, you know now, you're always welcome. Soji from Lagos, welcome. Someone says there's no sound. How can there be no sound? Is there no sound? There's sound though. Okay, fine. So I hear that there's sound. So if there's no sound, maybe you can go back and come back inside. There's sound. We are ready. Awesome. So what we're going to do is that I am going to share my screen and go through the presentation with us. Yeah. If you have any questions, keep them till the question and answer time. I'm going to take time and answer all your questions. Yeah. I'm going to try as much as possible. So let's do this. If you can see my screen, if you can see welcome to today's webinar, let me know, please. Welcome to today's webinar. You can see it, right? Yeah. Everybody that is here today, I'm also glad to see you. A lot of people are saying they're happy to see me. I am also happy to see you. You have been sending me so many questions, waiting and waiting. So we're finally here. Is there no sound? Is there no sound? You can see it. Beautiful. Okay, so welcome to today's webinar. Now you have made a great decision to be here today. You have taken time out of your very, very busy schedule to be here. So what you will learn today will change your mindset. And I want to show you clear strategies that you can use to get a job in Canada, despite whatever previous failures you have been having before. Yeah, so I want you to stay to the end because I have a big surprise for you at the end. So if you want this big surprise, you have to stay till the end. Who am I? So who am I? Who is this lady talking to you? My name is Seyi Obasi. I am a Nigerian. I live in Canada and I've been here for 6 years. Yeah. What I do is that I guide and I teach people strategies, excuse me, on the different routes to move to Canada. And I've been doing it for a few years. What I do is for education purposes. So I'm not giving you immigration advice, it's just for education purposes. And with my education, I have helped over 1,000 people to relocate to Canada in the last few years. Over 1,000. I'm sure it's even more. These over 1,000 are the people that I'm even aware of. There are some people that I meet in Canada and they're like, oh, I use your guide, but they never told me when the guide helped them. So we've helped over 1,000 people. And my goal is to help you to move to Canada as well. Yeah. Okay. So today we're talking about the step-by-step guide for you to get a job in Canada. This webinar is supposed to help to increase your job success by 200%. So even if you were at 0%, excuse me, you are going to increase your job success by 200%. First of all, why Canada? Why am I talking about Canada? Why not Europe? Why not the UK? Why not US? Why not any other country? Because Canada is the best country in the world. Duh! You don't need anybody to tell you. It's one of the safest countries in the world. When you move to Canada, you don't have any language barriers. You don't have to learn Polish or learn Swedish language or learn Portuguese or learn French or learn any other language. Yeah, like you have to do in one of the European countries. You come with your English. Yeah, if you can speak French, even better. But you don't have any language barriers. Canada respects human rights, and there are lots of benefits for people who eventually become permanent residents and citizens. There's even benefits for those who are temporary residents in Canada. This does not happen in a lot of other countries. Canada is open to immigrants. Yeah, Canada, you will not come and people will be driving you away and saying, all these immigrants. No, Canada is an immigrant country. Most of us here are immigrants. So, and this is one advantage that Canada has over other countries, including European countries and the UK. And in Canada, you can easily get permanent residency and citizenship. I'm telling you, in 3 to 5 years, you can easily move from permanent residency to citizenship and you have your own Canadian passport. And when people say, where are you from? You say, I am a Canadian, because you are now a Canadian. You don't get this in any other country. I can beat my chest and say it, yeah? Now, so before you consider any other country, exhaust all possibilities for Canada first. There are people in the UK, people in the US, people in other European countries that are still trying to come to Canada because they went to those countries first. So please exhaust all possibilities for Canada first before you try any other country. So this is just like a sisterly advice that I'm giving to you. So let's move on. So do you agree or not? I mean, I just talked about Canada and how awesome this country is. Do you agree or not? Is there anyone that would prefer any other European country to Canada? Do you agree that Canada is superior? Trying to come to Canada is superior than trying to go to any other country, honestly. Yes, I agree. I know you have to agree. Great. So why do you need to learn the step-by-step guide to get a job in Canada? Why is this such an important topic or an important webinar? It's simple. It's one way that you can move to Canada. So if you get a job, you can easily use that to move to Canada. You can start earning in Canadian dollars immediately you land. So you're not landing and then scoring to get a job or looking for how you're going to survive. You start learning, you start earning in Canadian dollars immediately you land. And you can use your work experience to apply for permanent residency. So this is actually a route to permanent residency, and you don't have to pay tuition. There is no tuition required. So this is actually a cheaper route than the study in Canada route. Now, this one is very important. Many of the pilot programs and the provincial nominee programs require a job offer. Yeah, I find myself talking to people about a lot of these programs, and the frustration that they have is that, oh my goodness, it requires a job offer. The Rural and Northern program requires a job offer. This new Global Hyper Growth program requires a job offer. The AIPP requires a job offer. Even the new caregiver program that was announced just a few days ago also requires a job offer. Yeah, so you can see that you must get the skill of getting a job offer in Canada, because a lot of all these programs require a job offer. If you want to succeed in any of these immigration programs, including the Global Hyper Growth program, which is a new program, as well as the caregiver program, which is a new program, you have to learn the skill of getting a job in Canada, because a job offer is required for these programs for you to move to Canada. Now, this is the reality. I've talked to many people. I speak to people almost every day. And I also, from my own experience, I know that for some of you, you have tried and tried and tried to get a job in Canada, and you have continued to fail. You haven't had any success. Some people are telling me, I've sent 30 applications, no success. You are discouraged and you are confused. And a lot of you are wondering, what am I doing wrong? Is that my CV? Is there a problem? Am I not applying to the right jobs? A lot of you have those questions. Some of you have been scammed. excuse my cough. Some of you have been scammed, and you don't tire. Do you understand? Some of them, I don't tire. The thing don't tire on that. And I understand. You are not alone. There are lots of people that are also like this as well. Now, what you want is that you want to know what to do. You want someone to either show you the way, and you need to know what you need to fix. And most of all, you don't want to be scammed. You want to get your job without being scammed. Yeah? The most important reason why I'm holding this webinar is to prevent things like this. Now, I'm going to show you something in a minute. Some of the screenshots I've gotten from people like you that they've sent to me. I'm going to give you a minute to read. Now, these are messages from people who have been scammed. On the left, this person said, I am currently in debt of over 6.8 million due to money I borrowed to facilitate my traveling, apart from properties I sold, and all was fake. The person also said, I've been scammed like 4 different times. I don't know what is genuine again. This person has been scammed 4 times. So when I read this, I was like, brother, what have you been doing that they've scammed you like 4 times? You must be very, very gullible and desperate. On the right, the person said, I can't blame the person. This person spent 900,000. The agents, my friend connected me to an agent. First of all, they collected 500,000 for him. Later, they sent him a fake job offer letter. Yeah. Then they collected a second payment of 400,000 from him, and they organized a call with a white man. Yeah, as if it was an interview. Everything was fake. Everything fake. Now, see this other one. So this person said, they said there was a caregiving job with accommodation, and it turned out to be a scam. Sometimes these offers are so good that you cannot resist it. I too have fallen into this scam, so don't be feeling bad. It has happened. So this one said they asked me to pay for the fees. I made a payment already, and I discovered it was a scam. Yesterday, I just discovered that they scammed me. These things go on, and like, I have so many. If I want to share all the messages I get about scam, we will not live here today. So people are being scammed every day because they are desperate. They don't know what to do. Sometimes they can organize fake job letters. They can organize fake interview. I've seen the one that they've organized fake trainings. They will give you activity so that you think something is happening, but nothing is happening. They are scams. And also, I want to probably help you to save yourself from things like this. So this is a recent news in Nigeria. If you live in Nigeria, you know what this is. Nigeria Labour Congress is going on strike because of minimum wage, and the cost of living in Nigeria is so high. It seems as if our government doesn't even care anymore. Yeah, somebody is working and your take-home pay cannot take you home. It's a complete disregard of the people by the government. So I want to avoid scams, as well as you being in a situation where your take-home pay is not taking you home. So you are at the right place at the right time. Yeah, I want to show you how to stop the job search failure and finally start getting interviews for job that you applied to. And this is totally going to be worth your time. The truth is that if it was not possible to get a job from outside of Canada, the Canadian government would not be asking you for job offers. So it is possible. Now, the secret to getting a job in Canada is that this one, you have to do drum roll, blah, 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 blah. What is the secret? The secret to getting a job in Canada is that there's no secret. There is no secret to getting a job in Canada. But there are things that Canadian employers look out for. Yeah? If you have a strategy to show them those things, you are on your way to success. Now, what are those things? I want to share with you those things that can help you to get a job in Canada. They are not secret things. They are just things that you probably are overlooking, but I want to share them with you. Is this something that you're interested in? I assume if you are here today, you are probably interested, but I just want you to know, I just want to know from you, is this something that you are actually interested in? Do you want to know those things that can help you to get a job in Canada? If yes, please type yes. This is something that I'm interested in. Awesome. Now, before we move on, I want to give my disclaimer. This is not immigration advice. Yeah? This is just for education and information purposes. Please do not use this as immigration advice. Yeah? I'm just educating you. Now, I have a favor to ask. We're about to start the webinar. Yeah? I want you to remove all distractions. Turn off Instagram or TikTok. Get a notebook. Yeah? Make some notes. Write your questions. Pay attention. Interact and engage. Do we have a deal? Yes, I assume we do. So if we have a deal, put yes in the comments. This webinar is actually not for people who are looking for who will do it for me. You can see what who will do it for me has caused those people scam. People that are looking for, they're so lazy. There are some people that are so lazy. I'm just amazed. Even for them to go and get a link, they cannot get. So if you are that kind of person, this webinar is not for you. If you have no desire to relocate to Canada, this webinar is not for you. And if you do not want to invest in learning and guidance, this webinar is not for you. This is the right time to drop off, yeah? We're not looking for people who will draw us back. If you are in any of these categories, Bikonu, leave the webinar now. However, if you are not in this category, you can continue. So the big question is, can you find a job from outside Canada? And the answer is yes. Absolutely yes. Like I said before, if it wasn't possible to find a job from outside of Canada, the Canadian government would not be requesting for it. The Canadian government would not have what is called the LMIA that they have been giving to companies who are interested in bringing foreign workers into Canada. So your question is, if it is possible, then how is it possible? The truth, like I said before, is that there is no secret. The process of getting a job is the same in Canada as it is in anywhere in the world. It's the same in Nigeria, in Ghana, in Cameroon, in Australia. The process is the same. How do you find a job? You find a job advert, yeah? Or you know about a job opening from somewhere. So somebody tells you, oh, my company here is looking for someone, or there's a job advert. The third thing you do, you check, do I meet the requirements for the job? If you do, you apply. You get interviewed, you get a job offer, and you start the job. This is the simple 7-step process to get a job anywhere in the world, even in Canada. However, a lot of people are getting stuck in the apply step, that place that is red. People just apply and that's where they are. They just get stuck there. They never get interviewed, they never get a job offer, they are never able to start the job. And the reason is because they are not standing out. The Canadian employers who are looking for someone to employ are only going to take people who are standing out. So the question is, how do I stand out? Many of us are doing something wrong. Yeah, we're trying to apply to jobs. We are obviously doing something wrong, or we are missing out on one of the steps that we're going to be talking about shortly. Now, let's say you want to apply for a caregiver job with the new caregiver program that was just announced. So there was a new caregiver program. A lot of us are aware of it. Canada is going to give permanent residency on arrival to people who are able to get a job offer, yeah, with this new caregiver program. And this program is for yourself and your family. So it's not just for It's not just for yourself or your family. However, this program requires a job offer. So say you want to apply for a caregiver job, you are interested in this route and you are looking for a caregiver job. What do you do? I'm going to use this as an example to go through the steps that you need to get a job in Canada. So even though we're using the caregiver job as an example, this works for all types of jobs. So the first thing you are going to be asking yourself, which a lot of you are asking me, where do I find the employers that are employing for this job? Madam, I'm interested in caregiver route. How do I find who is employing caregivers, or who is employing cleaners, or who is employing lab tech, or who is employing food processors, or whatever? Many of us, what we do is that we rush to Indeed. Everybody knows about Indeed, right? Or you rush to Canada Job Bank. That is where all of us are rushing to. Yeah. However, you don't realize that there are specialized recruiters who employ only caregivers, or who employ only quality people, or who employ only kitchen helpers, and who even employ foreign caregivers. Now, we're just using caregivers as an example, but it's the same for other occupations. Yeah. So you need to stop going to where everybody is going to. Indeed, and Canada Job Bank is being flooded by everybody. You need to be going to those recruiters that are actually looking for specialized people. Recruiters that are recruiting nannies or caregivers or home care workers. Yeah. Those are the people that you should be looking for. And they are the ones that can employ foreign caregivers. Look for the ones that can actually employ people that are foreigners, whether they are inside Canada or outside of Canada. Not all jobs are open to foreigners. Yeah. And many jobs are not on Indeed and Canada Job Bank. That is the pure truth. Many jobs are not there. Canada releases a list of employers that have received a positive LMIA every quarter. So every 3 months, Canada releases that list. Yeah. The employer that employs you as a foreigner needs to have a positive LMIA, except that job does not require an LMIA. The employer must have a positive LMIA. If they have a negative LMIA, they cannot hire foreign workers. So you need to be focusing on those lists of employers that have received a positive LMIA. Okay. The number 2 thing, so once you have realized that, okay, this is where I can apply for these jobs, and you know that this is the link, or this is the website, or these are the recruiters, the second thing that you need to do is to submit a Canada style CV or a Canada style resume. I know that many of us already know this. Your resume is probably the most important document in your job search arsenal. Your resume can make you or it can break you. Yeah. And the resume is breaking many people. There are many people, I see their resumes. I am so amazed at the carelessness. They don't take time to remove the typos. The resume has different fonts. It's just not professional. And it pisses off HR people. They don't like resumes like that. And a lot of us, our resumes are failing the applicant tracking software test. Yeah. I'm not going to go into what that is, but there's an ATS system that your resume has to pass through and pass, but a lot of your resumes are not passing that test. Your resumes are too long, yeah? They have errors. So a Canada style resume should not be too long. It should be 2 to 3 pages at the most. It has no errors. You limit the personal information. Nobody wants to know that you are from a Kitipupa. Don't put it in your resume, or that you have 3 children. Nobody is interested in your date of birth. In fact, don't tell any employer those things. They won't even ask you. So don't put it on your resume. Yeah. Only put the relevant work experience that meets the job requirements. You cannot be applying for customer service and all the job experience that you're putting is related to when you are a chef or something else. That is not relevant work experience. You want to apply for a job as a caregiver and all your work experience is talking about banking. You don't have relevant work experience. Nobody's going to pick you. So you must ensure that you have relevant work experience that meets the job requirements. And in your resume, go straight to the point. Don't put in your job, carried water from here to here. Nobody's interested. Put your achievements on the job. Just put 5 to 6 bullet points, your achievements on the job. Yeah, that is how a good Canada style resume should look like. What value do you bring to your potential employer? How will the employer benefit from your abilities? What are the direct results that you have had in your job? What is your experience and your credentials? And what are the special talents that you're going to bring to the employer? Once an employer looks through your resume, they should be able to see all of this. Now we move to the third thing. Now that you know where to find the employers, you have a good cover letter, you have a good CV or a resume, you need to work on a striking cover letter. Yeah? The truth is that 90% of applicants don't submit a cover letter. Or those that even manage to submit, they submit poorly written cover letters. So this is one place that you can stand out. Even me, when I was applying to jobs, cover letter, oh my goodness, I hated writing cover letters. It's too much hassle, yeah? It's too hard. But I found out that when I started writing cover letters that, were striking, cover letters that were appealing, I started getting job interviews. So you need to ensure that you are writing, you must take your time. This is a project that you are on. Yeah, don't be like the 90% that don't bother. Be like the 10% that are going to submit a great cover letter. Yeah, the cover letter is an opportunity for you to introduce yourself to a hiring manager. Yeah, give them a quick overview of your skills, your qualifications, and your career objectives. All the things that you could not put in your resume because it is just a 2 to 3 page resume, you put them in your cover letter. Yeah, there are 2 main things that you must include in your cover letter. Why you are the perfect candidate for the job. Why should they pick you and not the other people that are applying? You also want to show why you are passionate about working in the company that you're applying to. So that means that you have gone to do your research on the company. You need to tell the company, oh, I see that your values are XYZ and my values are also the same, or something like that. They need to see that your values are aligning with theirs. So a cover letter has 3 parts: an introduction, the middle paragraph, and the signing off. So in introduction, you explain who you are, what you're applying for, you highlight your skills and your experience, and how you contribute to the organization. In the middle paragraph, you write about your skills and your experiences, yeah, whether it's work, school, or volunteer. You focus on your transferable skills and how those skills are relevant to the job that you're applying to. And you aim for 2 to 3 paragraphs that are concise and organized. You are not talking too much, you are being straight to the point. And then you sign off by summarizing why you are a good fit for the job. You reiterate your interest in the company's organization, in their value and the mission, why you are so excited about working for them, and how you are a good fit. And then you thank them for their time and their consideration. Simple as that. Just 3 paragraphs. Most times it's just 1 page. 1 page is enough for a great cover letter, and you submit this along with your Canadian style CV or resume. Okay, so now we are on to number 4. Number 4, stop applying for jobs that you do not qualify for. You're just wasting time. You're just wasting effort. You need to focus. So rather than applying for jobs you don't qualify for, apply for jobs that you can show that you qualify for, that you can show that you have the work experience, or you can show that you have the transferable skills for that job. So maybe you didn't actually do the job, but you did another job that has the transferable skills for this particular job. You are a caregiver, you are looking for caregiver, but any job they post, you apply. They post kitchen helper, you apply. They post astronaut, you apply. University professor, you apply. Just applying to anything. You are wasting time. You are wasting, and because you need to focus and build your CV for every job that you're applying for. You're wasting. Why not just focus on one job? Build a CV that will address everything about that job. Build a great cover letter and focus on that. Not applying to everything. Some people kitchen helper, they don't apply. This one, you understand. So you need to focus. Number 5, you need to have a system for your job search. You don't apply, simply like I said before, don't apply randomly to every job you find. Not every job that is posted is suitable for you, number 1. Not all employers are looking for foreign workers. There are some employers that are like, if you're outside of Canada, they don't want you. Focus on what you are qualified for. And number 2, focus on the employers that are looking for foreign workers like you, or else you will just be wasting your time. I'm telling you, you'll be working on the spot and not going anywhere. Number 6, increase your job skills. This is almost a no-brainer. Since I've been in Canada, I've noticed that Canadian employers care more about your skills and your ability to do the job than on your education. There are lots of people in Canada who are doing great tech jobs and they never went to school for tech. Yeah, they just did the certifications, they got the skills, they know how to do the thing, and they're the ones that get the job. You can get a BSc master's in tech, but if you're not able to, if you don't have the job skills, I mean, you might be there and they'll be taking somebody else who did not even have a master's. Yeah, so take whatever courses that you need to take, get the certification. Yeah, cybersecurity certification, what all those other certifications that are all the AI certifications, get the certifications. And when you are building your cover letter, explain how you have the certifications, explain what you can do and how this makes you to stand out. Yeah. Number 7, increase your interview skills. Yeah, there are some people that have done all of this. They get to the interview and then they mess up because they are nervous or because their NEPA took right, so their internet went off. So you need to perfect your interview skills. Read about the company. If you're on an interview and they say, "Why do you want to work for us?" Let your answer show that you've read about the company. Prepare 2 to 3 good stories about yourself. The other time I was able to overcome this challenge. This was the thing that happened this time. Prepare those stories. Be confident and likable. Be the kind of person that they want to work with. Whoever is interviewing you is probably going to be supervising you. Let them see that you are likable and that they want to work with you. If you are frowning or you're proud, they might not take you even if you qualify because they don't want to work with someone like you. And you have to learn the answers to common interview questions. Tell me about yourself. Why are you a good fit for this job? What do you know about the company? There are common interview questions that you are almost likely to be asked in all interviews. Find out the answers to these common interview questions, write them down, and be ready to answer when you are asked. Number 8 is have the right attitude. Yeah, there's an attitude that you need to get a job in Canada. This is your responsibility. That's the first thing. If you are so desperate and clueless, somebody will scam you. I will say it again. If you are desperate and clueless and you feel that this is not your responsibility, somebody is waiting to scam you. So you need to know that this is your responsibility. Yeah? Getting a job might take work and it will take time, but it is totally worth it. You need to have a positive mindset. You need to be persistent, be enthusiastic. When you do get rejections, don't take them personally. Yeah, I can't tell you how many rejections I got before I finally got my first job in Canada. Yes, I used to cry and all of that, but that will not stop me from trying again. I will cry, stand up, and apply again. You need to have that kind of dogged determination. Build your LinkedIn profile. LinkedIn is not such a big deal in Nigeria, but it's a big deal in Canada. Build your LinkedIn profile. Connect with people on LinkedIn. They like it. They want to see how you are connecting on LinkedIn. So you need to network on LinkedIn. Build your LinkedIn profile and network on LinkedIn. Yeah? Was that number 8? Number 8. And number 9, which is probably the last one, have the right guidance and strategies. Have you tried to open a tomato paste thing with a knife? Yeah, we used to do that a lot back home. It is doable, but it's very difficult. If you use a knife, it is not the smart thing to do. You have to use the right tool to open a tomato paste thing. Yeah, but if you use a knife, you can get the job done, but you will use longer. You can even cut your finger. Yeah, because you are using the wrong tools. It is the same thing with getting a job. You have to use the right strategies and the right tools. Like I said, I was looking for a job for so long when I was a student in Canada. I wasn't getting interviews until somebody helped me with my CV. The person was like, remove this thing, add this, or tweak your CV like this. Your CV is too long. Make it one, 2 pages. Do this. This person helped me with my CV. And by the time I submitted that CV, I started to get interviews. I could have been going on and on and on and on, and I would not have gotten the job. So you need to apply smart strategies, tips and guide that can help you to get that job in Canada. Stop jumping from video to video on social media. Today you're on TikTok, tomorrow you're on Instagram, today you're listening to Musa, tomorrow is Kechi, This way is Seyi. You're just confusing yourself. You need to settle down and focus and start, getting the right strategies that will help you get that job in Canada. Take your job destiny in your own hand. Don't wait for someone to scam you. Stop wasting time looking for who will get you a job. Think about it. That person you're trying to get you a job. Why has the person not gotten himself a job? Why has their relative not gotten a job? Think about. You need to be smart. Think about it. Okay. So what we have just covered, 9 things that you need to get a job in Canada. These are the 9 things. If you realize that you have not been focusing on these 9 things, just type in the comments now. If you realize that, man, not true. My job skills, I've not been doing it. Oh my God, I have not been submitting a cover letter. Type If you have not been doing at least one of these things, I'm typing in the comment section now, because I realized that I wasn't focusing on these 9 things. Yeah, I wasn't focusing on these 9 things. So type your so many in the comment section. It's true. It's true. If you think about it, you have not been doing all of these things. It is not complicated. It is not rocket science. You just need to focus on what you need to focus on. Stop spreading yourself thin, looking for what is not lost. Okay? Now, so these are things that you can actually work on. There's nothing here that you need somebody else to help you with. You can actually work on these things by yourself. And that's what I want you to see, that it's actually in your hands. Good, amazing. Somebody said very So how can you work on these 9 things? That's why you are here today. How can you work on these 9 things? I'm going to tell you a story. So for a long time, I wasn't involved in getting a job in Canada space. I wasn't involved in it. Yeah, I was more focused on helping people come to study in Canada, as well as the express entry. That was my focus for a long time. And we have had many people who have succeeded with our study in Canada program, as well as the express entry program. Yeah. However, the level of scam, ignorance, and desperation for jobs is at an all-time high. The thing done too much. People are so desperate. People are ignorant. And our Nigerians, I'm sorry to say, we are lazy. We are lazy. So the level of scam is very, very high. That is why we have all these kind of scams. Imagine somebody being scammed 6.8 million. Wait, then throw juju for your face. Somebody is talking on his status, and then you are following the person. The person is there with you in Nigeria. The person has not been able to relocate himself, but is collecting 6.8 million from you, and you are paying because you are so desperate and they can see it. So this scam is too much. It's too much. That's why I decided to get involved in the getting a job space. I can see so many people asking visa sponsorship job. If you have ever asked me about a visa sponsorship job, my answer is always like, tell me what you understand by visa sponsorship job. So by the time I know what you are saying, I can correct you. If I can help just one person avoid scam, I think I would have made an impact. Even my own friends are getting spammed. People that are friends of Seyi Obasi are getting scammed because they are desperate and they just would not listen. They just would not listen to me. Yeah, and it's sad. So that is why I came up with a blueprint or a guide that will show you how to go about it from A to Z. Yeah, I don't get jobs for people. Yeah, I'm not an employer. I don't have a company, and I'm not a recruiter. But I can show you how to go about putting together your CV, your cover letter, how to get the right employers, and even how to put yourself in the right attitude. Now, it is not a magic bullet. I'm not about to give you a magic bullet, but I'm just going to show you how you can facilitate the process of you getting a job in Canada. It is a comprehensive guide that I put together based on my experience of getting jobs here in Canada, as well as my experience helping people like you to get jobs in Canada. I'm going to show you the guide. I'm going to show you what it offers. I'm going to show you how you can be part of it. But the X factor is you. I will continue to say it. You are the one that is going to determine whether you're actually going to succeed or not. It's not Seyi Obasi. It's not me. It's not your agent. It's not the YouTube channel that you go to or the person talking on Instagram. The X factor is you. Yeah. You will have a part to play. You have to put together your resume. You can get someone to put it together for you. You have to give the person the information. Nobody will want it more than you. Nobody wants it more than you. So you have a part to play. And when you have played your part, it will be totally worth it for you. Okay? So the question that I have for you is, are you willing to do what it takes? Are you willing to play your part? Because truly, if you're not willing to play a part, you have just wasted your time by being here. If you are still waiting for one agent that has absolutely no idea what he's talking about, you don't even know the agent's house. If he takes your money and run, what will you do? Do you understand? You have to be willing to do what it takes. Yeah? So this is a simple step-by-step guide that is going to help you, excuse me, to find the jobs in Canada, apply to them, and get genuine jobs without being scammed. It's called the Canada Japa Work Permit Handbook. Okay? What is inside this handbook? Somebody say very lazy. Nigerians are lazy. Nigerians, I'm a Nigerian. I know how they do. We are lazy. So I want to show you the entire process to search for real jobs in Canada, not the one that will say accommodation, will pay your children's school fees, flight ticket. Do you think that the employers here are stupid? That will give you all those things when they have people here that can do it without providing that. So you're going to learn the entire process, how to search for a job from A to Z. Yeah, that's a 40,000 naira value. I'm also going to show you the genuine recruiters that recruit for those jobs in Canada. I have many stories, but there's no time for me to be going through those stories. Genuine recruiters that will help you to get these jobs in Canada. And then very importantly, how do you craft your resume? Canada style. Some people are still asking, what is this Canada style resume? I talked about it in today's presentation, but we're going to show you samples for different occupations. You just copy those samples and model it for yourself. And then the interview blueprint. We have a detailed interview blueprint in this handbook. Yeah, because a lot of people, when they go for interviews, they freeze. They don't know what to say. They don't know the English to speak. They don't know how to keep their head or what to say. So we have a detailed interview blueprint that will give you the answers to common interview questions that any recruiter or any HR person might be asking, so that you know how to answer them. And then after you've gotten your job, we have a step-by-step guide on how you can apply for work permits. You don't have to pay anybody to do it for you. If you pay me, it's the same thing I will use to apply for you. So you're going to see that work permit step-by-step guide in the handbook as well. This is a value of over 250,000 naira or 162 US dollars. And this handbook addresses the 9 things that we just talked about. Don't be like those people that will pay agents 10 times this amount. Some people will pay 2.5 million and the agent will run away with your money. You get 0 results. But when someone gives you something that's genuine, you feel that, oh my God, this thing is too affordable. You don't want it. Okay. So it is a value of 250,000. But because you are in this webinar today, you can sign up for the Canada Japa Work Permit Handbook for only 25,000 naira. I know it looks like, what? Only 25,000 naira? Yes, only 25,000 naira. I know that minimum wage in Nigeria is like 30,000 naira. So this is like a month's salary or less than for those who are earning minimum wage. It is very affordable. Yeah. Now you're also going to get some bonuses. I have some special bonuses for you because you are here. Now the normal bonuses you get an updated list of the employers that have positive LMIA. Yeah. Employers with positive LMIA are the only people that can employ foreigners. You don't have to buy an LMIA for $35,000 or $50,000. So long as you have a list of the employers that have that positive LMIA, you can target those employers. Yeah. We also have sample CVs for all occupations. So if your occupation is not there, tell me what occupation you are. I'm going to make a sample CV and put it there in the handbook. You also get sample LinkedIn profiles. Remember, I talked about working on your LinkedIn profile. Guys, you have some work to do. You have to work on your LinkedIn profile. You have to work on your CV. You have to work on your cover letter. Those agents you are paying 2.5 million are not doing any of these things for you. They are just collecting money and offering you bogus jobs. Yeah, and you're also going to be getting consistent updates on immigration programs in Canada that will benefit you. Just like the new caregiver program that was announced recently, yeah, that will give you permanent residence on arrival in Canada. I'm going to be updating you with such programs. And you also get access to me. I provide email support. I have a team that provides email support. If you have any questions, if you are stuck, you can send us an email. We respond within 24 hours. So, like I said before, you have to invest in yourself. My goal is to help you to get a job offer that will help you to move to Canada. I didn't bring you here to sell you something. Yes, if you see the value in the handbook, you can purchase it, but you don't have to. You have to just understand that I need a job offer to get to Canada, and this handbook can actually show me how I can go about it, and I'm ready to invest in myself. Now, I have 3 special bonuses today. I don't usually do this, but for those of you that will invest in themselves, I am offering to do 1 free CV review for everybody. Yeah? If you can get the handbook before Tuesday, June 11th, and you work on your CV by using the templates in the handbook, and you send me that CV, I will do a review for you. 1 free review, and give you recommendations on how you can improve your CV. Yeah, that's a special bonus you're getting today. The second special bonus I'm going to give you a report of the 10 high demand AI jobs in Canada to future-proof your career. Now, I have a lot of friends in Canada. My friends are doing well. Some of them, when they came here, they were probably nurses. Some of them have worked in the bank and all of that. A lot of them are working in tech, like I said before. What did they do? They just found out the in-demand jobs in Canada, the in-demand skills, and a lot of people are doing these certifications and they are getting these jobs. Canadian employer no care whether na banking you do. Can you do the job? Show us what you can do. So long as they can see that you have the skills, you are going to be getting the job. So I'm going to send you a report of the 10 high-demand AI jobs in Canada that you can use to future-proof your career, to make sure that once you land in Canada, you are able to get these tech jobs. And then the third bonus that I'm going to give is because of how many of you, when I announced this new caregiver out to Canada, or when we announced it, or the Canadian government announced it, a lot of you are reaching out for so many requests for CV and cover letter writing service. People have been asking me this forever, but I am not able to do CV and cover letter writing service. I am too busy, yeah, and I'm just one person. I can't do it. However, I've been able to partner with an organization. I have checked their work, I have checked their samples, and they are doing really great. So you can actually connect with these people. This is their CV. This is their email address. Just tell them you're from Seyi Obasi, yeah? Tell them you're from Seyi Obasi. You can copy this email address. They have CV writing services. They have cover letter writing services. These are paid services, and they are very, very good. They can do a CV cover letter for you in Canadian style, but of course, the information will have to come from you, okay? So you can copy this email address and send them an email, and they will tell you how much their services are. I think for CV, it's 20,000, and for the cover letter, it's 30,000. But they will give you targeted CV and cover letters that you can actually use. And it's just 25,000 naira, guys. All the bonuses plus the handbook, 25,000 naira, and the bonus will end June 11, 2024. However, for the CV and the cover letter services, you don't need to have the handbook for you to partner with these people, for you to ask them for help. Yeah, so you can also reach out to that the email whether you have the handbook or not. Okay, so this is the most affordable and highly valuable work in Canada guide you can find. Yeah, there are a lot of work in Canada guide that are not practical. They are not updated, and they give you bogus promises. I don't know how to give bogus promises. I only say what I can do. If you've worked with me for a bit, I only say what I can do. So this is practical, is updated, and it shows you what to do, so you're not confused about the next steps. That's what you need. You need a blueprint that works. You don't want someone to be asking you to send you 2.5 million for a job I don't ask anybody to send me money for a job. I don't give jobs. Okay. Now, this is a quote that I know that, if you can say this to yourself and mean it, yeah, then you might be on your way to actually getting success. The truth is, whether I fail or succeed shall be no man's doing but my own. Everybody say this to yourself. Whether I fail or succeed shall be no man's doing but my own. I am the force. It is my choice, my responsibility. Win or lose, only I hold the key to my destiny. This is a quote from Elaine Maxwell, but it is so apt and so valuable, and it's so necessary for us now. Whether you fail or you succeed, you are the one that holds the key to your destiny. Yeah. So I have met many people who have made several mistakes in their job search, many, simply because they didn't ask for help, they didn't get guidance. They were looking for somebody that would just give me a job on a platter of gold. That doesn't happen. Okay. So the question I have for you is, are you at the driver's seat of your life, or are you merely a passenger? The choice is absolutely yours. Are you going to focus on the money, the ordinary 25,000 that you invest, or the value that you're going to get from the investments that you're going to make today? So you created time to be here today because this is an important topic to you. So I assume you are willing to invest and dedicate only 30 minutes of your day to get the job that will finally help you to move to Canada. This is everything that you are getting. I already told you about it. And I just want you to imagine just imagine it. I mean, you've been trying all these months, you've not been able to get a job, but if you're able to get the information that you need, you know where to find the employers, you finally work on your CV and your cover letter, or you get someone to do it for you, and the recruiters are impressed with your CV and cover letter, and you get 3 interviews within the next 1 month. Imagine it. If you could get 3, I'm talking about what happened to me. If you could get 3 interviews within the next month and you are able to impress the employers and they make you a job offer, can you imagine how your life would have changed? And you did not have to pay anybody 2.5 million naira that they will finally scam you off. Yeah? Just imagine. That is what the work permit handbook is actually offering you. You don't have to now go and take your children's school fees or sell a car or a land like many people are doing. You can easily get this 25,000 from your account now and start making your way to get a job in Canada. It could be you. It could be you. So it doesn't matter your country of residence, it doesn't matter your nationality. It's for everybody. Okay? Yeah. And it saves you time and money. So if you would like to get the handbook, ask for a purchase link from the affiliates that invited you today. If you were in a WhatsApp group, if you're on a broadcast list, if someone invited you, go ask them for a purchase link. If somebody invited you and you don't know who invited them, ask them for a purchase link as well. Yeah? So you just click the link, you make payment, you'll be sent a confirmation email, a registration link, you fill your name. This is just the process. You fill out your name, wait for approval. You can take a picture of this. This is the process of how to make payments and how to get access. You can take a picture of this as well. Okay? Yeah. So thank you very much. I think I've come to the end of my presentation. Thank you for all those who have made payments. All those who will make payments, you have made the best decision regarding getting a job in Canada, and you will not regret it. Thank you so much, guys. If someone invited you, tell them to send you the link. If you're in a WhatsApp group, they probably pasted it there or whatever. So are you ready to get started? I'm going to come back and take your questions. Some of you have been sending me your questions. So thank you very much for I think I talked for like, oh my God, almost an hour. So I'm back. And I'm back. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. So you can type your question. Make sure that your question is of a general nature. Don't tell me that I have the bachelor's in agriculture. Do I have a chance? Type questions of a general nature, please, guys, so that I can answer and it can be valuable for everybody. Okay? Oh, I know that this is the first. Somebody said I should take water break. my goodness, that is true. I can take a water break. So if you already have the handbook, you are also going to get the bonuses. Yeah. When is the caregiver program starting? So the government has said it will start later this year. Yeah. So you already know the requirements. The caregiver program will start later this year. And the way Canada does their things, they will open the program. And once they open the program, people who already have the requirements are going to be able to apply. You will be there thinking about it. So people who already have the requirements are going to apply. So so if you are going to say no one invited me, if you are one of those that say no one invited me, also write no one invited me, but this is how I found about the webinar. How did you find about it? Put it there also. I will tell you what to do. No one invited me, but this is how I found about the webinar. Found out about the webinar. Yeah, put it there. So there's lots of questions about this caregiver job. So I'm going to talk about the 4 requirements. Today's webinar is not about the caregiver job, but I just want to talk about the 4 requirements. Number 1, you need IELTS, CLB4. It is very, very easy to get CLB4. Number 2, you need at least a high school diploma. We mean say you don't go school, secondary school at least. Number 3, you need recent and relevant job experience. Yeah. So I assume it will be job experience in the last 3 years. I don't know. I'm just assuming because they haven't said. But you need job experience in caregiving. It must be job experience that is relevant. And number 4 is that you need a job offer. Those are the 4 things. The program hasn't started. It will start later this year, but those are the requirements. Go and start working on your IELTS. Go and get relevant job experience. Go and probably do your worst and be ready to start looking for a job in Canada. Now, the beautiful thing is that in the handbook, we have, I think, about 4 or 5 websites of employers that are looking for caregivers, for nannies, home care workers. Those websites are inside the handbook. It's not Indeed. It's not Canada Job Bank. Yeah. And some of them have reached out to me to say, you know what, we are taking people, caregivers, and I have put the link in the handbook. So if you get the handbook, you will get the link to these employers who are looking for caregivers. So you might be able to start working with them to get a job offer before this program opens. Okay, so for those people who are saying that the notification you got a notification on my YouTube channel, I'm going to respond to you after the webinar. Yeah, so don't worry. I'll respond to you after the webinar. If I invited you, that means I will send you an email. Okay, so let me start answering the question. You don't need IELTS to secure a job in Canada. However, for this new caregiver program, it is not just a job, it is a permanent residence route. So for that one, you need IELTS. If you've been following me for a long time, don't worry, I'm going to respond to you after the webinar is over, and I'm going to send you the link to make payments. Yeah, so don't worry. Where did you hear that? Taiwo Atinuke, you said it was said that the offer letter has to be from an individual. It was said where? Where was it said? Who said that? Tell me who said that. Don't just come and say it was said. Who said it? Yes, yes. So Ojo, if you had a job offer in Canada, a full-time caregiver job offer in Canada, yes, you are eligible to apply. You can send your questions now. If you sent your question when I was doing the webinar, I'm not going to answer. Send your question now. Eddie, which link can I use to apply for a job in Canada? That's what, go and get the work permit handbook. You will see the link inside. Okay. So it doesn't matter whether you are inside Canada or outside Canada. You need IELTS. I schooled in Canada, and for me to get permanent residence, I had to do IELTS. So English is even if you're an Englishman, you need to do IELTS. Okay, so you don't run away from it. And the kind of IELTS is the general one. You can also do CELPIP. It doesn't have to be IELTS. You can do CELPIP as well. Okay, IELTS or CELPIP. If you already have the handbook, you are going to get everything as well. If you already have it, this webinar, is it helpful to someone who is targeting? This webinar, 99 Cheeto, is, like I said, if you listen to me, is for any kind of job in Canada, okay? I am also going to be doing a special video for those who are looking for truck driver jobs, maybe next week or in 2 weeks' time. I'm working on a video. So just make sure you are subscribed to this channel because I'm going to bring out a video about truck driving in the next 1 or 2 weeks, okay? Can someone in England yes, even if you're the Queen of England, you need IELTS. Okay, so if you join via Instagram, which person's Instagram? Who has the Instagram that you joined with? So this program, maybe I should just answer this question. The caregiver program is for yourself and your family. Yeah, it's a family program. Okay. Is age relevant? I don't understand what you mean. And if you are talking about the caregiver program, they haven't brought out the full details of the program yet, so I can't answer that question. If you are finding it difficult to access your handbook, this is not the place. Go and send me an email. So Bidemi told me about the LMIA. Who is asking about what is LMIA? Somebody asked what is LMIA. LMIA is Labor Market Impact Assessment via my Instagram. Okay, so if you came via my Instagram, please send me a DM on Instagram. I'm going to respond to you. Does a medical doctor qualify for a caregiving job? Now, this is subjective. Like, I don't know. A medical doctor, does he actually do caregiving? Yeah, I don't know. It may qualify, it may not. I'm finding it difficult to say. Because medical doctors, do they really do caregiving? I'm not sure. So you can apply for the caregiver jobs now, Funke Aware. You can apply now. You cannot apply for the caregiver program now, but by the time the caregiver program opens, you must have a job offer. So this is the time to start applying for the caregiver jobs because that program is going to open later this year. The IELTS is CLB4. CLB4. If you have the Express Entry Masterclass, yes, this is a different program. Oh my God, some of these questions, I saw it on Facebook. Whose person's Facebook now? Wherever you saw it on Facebook, send the person a DM. The person will answer you. How do we find companies with caregiver jobs? Go and buy the work permit handbook. It is inside. Okay. Okay, so somebody said this is a good question. What about people that don't have certificate for caregiver job? Now, when I was talking, I did not say anything about certificates. Even in my video, I did not send the 4 requirements. Did you see certificates? No. What they asked for is recent and relevant work experience, not certificates. I've already told you that Canadians don't really care so much about your certificate than your skills. Okay. Okay, I like this question. Someone who has no high school diploma, can you get a job at all in Canada? So if you don't have a high school diploma, it means you didn't go to school. I'm sorry to say you might not be able to get a job in Canada. You need to have at least a high school diploma. Even in Nigeria or Ghana, wherever you are, is it going to be easy to get a job without a high school diploma? I don't think so. So we're not talking about truck driving, 99 Cheeto. Yeah? We're not talking about truck driver here. So the IELTS that you need, if you want to do anything permanent residence in Canada, it's general IELTS. Academic IELTS is for school. General IELTS is for permanent residence and for jobs. If you don't have any work experience in caregiving, future movies, you have to go and start getting that work experience. That's all I can say. It's one of the requirements. Canadian visa officers are very stiff. Yeah, if you don't meet the requirements, you don't get the visa. It's as simple as that. I don't understand this question, so I'm going to skip. Absolutely, Yetunde. Absolutely. You can start applying for jobs while you are preparing for IELTS. How do you purchase the handbook? How did you get to this place, Njoku? How did you get here? Did somebody invite you? Did you stumble on it? How did you? That is how you should ask your question. How did you find this webinar? Teaching is not caregiving, Oga. Bank, teaching is not, in my opinion anyway, teaching is not caregiving. This is a good question. At what stage is the IELTS required? It is required at the visa stage. So by the time you have a job offer and by the time you want to apply, that is when you would need to show that you have IELTS, okay? I need to put this guy in timeout. Can a nurse apply for the caregiver program? Yes, a nurse can apply for the caregiver program. I already talked about it. I said the minimum band score, the minimum CLB score is 4. That's the minimum CLB score. Go and watch the video. A lot of people have already done videos about this new caregiver program, and they've talked about the requirements. Go and watch it. It is CLB 4. Yeah. How can one get general IELTS? Yomi, I don't understand this question. Just go to Google. She will tell you. Google, go there and write, how can one get general IELTS? Google will tell you, okay? You connected through Facebook or WhatsApp. Whose person's face? Go and respond to go and send the chat to the person's WhatsApp from where you came, okay? I don't know what you mean by general and study IELTS, but I'm wondering why would you want to do 2 IELTS? Why? CLB4, CLB4, Adeni, CLB4, CLB4. Put it on Google. Ask Google, what is CLB4? Google will tell you. So this is such a funny question. What kind of work experience can I get for caregiver job? Caregiver work experience. Okay. Okay, I have only 10 minutes more. I need to go and drink water and take care of my cough. How can one prove experience? Amazing question, Ogochukwu. So you can prove experience, number 1, by actually getting the experience. That's 1. Number 2, putting it on your CV. Number 3, the Canada visa officers should be able to confirm your work experience. So that means the company exists, the name of your manager is there, and they can actually call and confirm that you actually did that work experience. You actually had that work experience and you worked in that place. That is how they confirm it. Simple. And it's general IELTS. Yeah, general, not academic. Stop asking me. General IELTS. If you want to know how to apply for how to do IELTS, just go to Mrs. Google. She knows everything. Ask Mrs. Google, how do I apply for IELTS? Where can I do IELTS? Google will tell you everything. Ask Google, what is CLB for? Google will tell you. Okay? If you want to know the pay range, Victoria, ask Google. Google, what is the pay range for caregivers in Canada? Google will tell you. Okay. Felix, when the job offer is gotten, is the job or employment open till the work permit is given? I don't understand this question. I wish I did. I don't understand. So anything about a job in Canada, it is the employer that determines the specifications of the job. Yeah. So I guess jobs are different. Okay. Somebody says, is there any need for West? Absolutely, there's a need for West. Are you tired of our questions? And then I'm looking for smart questions, not questions that you can go and ask Google. Yeah. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. Yeah. And then don't be lazy. You can ask these things on Google. Yeah. So don't ask me questions that Google can tell you. Somebody's asking what is West. Oh my goodness, that is what Google is for. Google can tell you. The websites to get caregiver jobs in Canada, we have the list of those websites inside the Japa system. Yeah, no, inside the work permit handbook, not the Japa system. So that's why you need to get it. Go and buy it. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Israel. Thank you so much. I know I'm a gem. I know. I just sounded like AI. What does that mean? Okay, so it seems that we don't have questions for me. Or if you're asking me a question that nutritionist is not a caregiver. Eh? What is happening here now? How can a nutritionist be a caregiver? A caregiver is maybe a nanny. If you have taken care of probably you have a grandma, you have taken care of your grandma before when they were ill, or your grandpa, or your mother-in-law, father-in-law, and you can prove it, yeah, or you've done, or you've actually done volunteer work at the hospital near your house, yeah, and you can prove it. Those are caregiver experience that you can show, yeah. A nutritionist doesn't do caregiving, yeah. So this is hands-on. Caregiver is a hands-on experience. IELTS that was written 3 years ago. Even if you open the IELTS result and you read it, they will show you that it is no longer valid. IELTS has a 2-year lifespan, okay, not 3 years. I'm going to put your question title on the screen for everybody. Chef, how does chef take care of the young and the elderly? Please tell me. Maybe food did they cook? Oh my God. Thank you, Florence. Thank you so much. You're the only person that noticed that I'm not feeling well, right? I'm just pushing myself, but that's fine. Anything for you guys. You know what? When it comes to this caregiving route, can we all just wait until Canada announces the modalities? What we know now is just those 4 requirements. I don't have any other information for you guys. Yeah, I don't have any other information. But you just need to get the relevant work experience and get a job offer. And if you want to get a job offer, you need to go and get the work permit handbook. It's only 25,000. Some of you here, you have given your girlfriend 30,000 this month. Some of you have bought handbag for 35,000. So go and invest in yourself. I'm very serious, guys. You are the one that is in the driver's seat of this thing. Yeah, you need to take control. Stop being desperate. Don't allow those agents to see your desperation, because once they can see desperation, they are going to strike. Yeah, they are like sharks. Once you show desperation, it's like blood in the water. They are going to use sweet mouth and collect money from your hand. 500,000, 600,000. You'll be willing to give them. But ordinary 25,000 now to get the websites to apply, to get the CV template, to get even free CV review from me. You are here wasting time. So I will not talk again. 30,000 is half a bag of rice. You see, I just like you, Adeni. It's just half bag of rice. So that's what I'm asking. Oh my God. If you're a student inside Canada, I like this question. if you're a student inside Canada, you need a full-time job. So if you're a student inside Canada, I don't know whether you have a full-time job offer, but if you have a full-time job offer, you can qualify. See, stop asking, do I qualify? If you have those 4 things, you qualify. If you have those 4 things, you qualify. Oh, is this again? Oh, I wish I had star. I would have given you your me. So guys, thank you so much. You can get a job as anything in Canada. Yeah, you're asking, can I get a job as a customer service person? So long as that job has an LMIA and there's an employer that's looking for a job, you can get any job so long as it is available. So they are not just certain jobs that are available. All types of jobs are available for foreigners. Yeah. If you're asking how to get the link to purchase, I'm going to say it again. Let me put, where did I put that thing now? Yep. Wherever you go, if you saw this on Instagram or IG, go and send the person a DM and say, you know what, I saw this webinar on your IG or Instagram. Please, can you send me the link to purchase? Yeah. The Global Hyper Growth Program is still available. Somebody asked that question. Oh. Global Hyper Growth. Glory, so I have a question. I have an answer for everything. Oh my goodness. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Is it a good or bad thing? Okay, the Global Hyper Growth Program is still on. Yeah. There was a video. So you can check out the videos on this channel. There was a video done a few weeks ago on that program. I also put the links to all the companies. Those people are also recruiting. There are lots of jobs available, guys. The only thing is you have to know how to get the jobs and you have to be ready to do the work. If you are working in Lagos Island and you're living on the mainland and you're always busy, there's no problem, I understand. You just need 30 minutes every day. Dedicate 30 minutes. This is a project. Dedicate 30 minutes of your time for you to get this job. So what you need is which employers? How do I do my CV? What is the cover letter? Every day apply to 2 jobs. Every day you come back for work, apply to 2, only 2. Every day you come back for work, apply to only 2. You just need 30 minutes. I don't know what else to say. Harrison, you are looking for my trouble. You are looking for my trouble. Do you need proof of funds? I don't know. They haven't brought out the modalities for the program, but it's likely that you won't. Yeah, it's likely that you are not going to need. Yeah, so we're going to just have to wait and see. I appreciate you, Zim, watching from Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is one country. I'm going to come and visit in Zimbabwe soon. I hope you can host me. Okay, I hope you can host me. You know what? I've received this question so much that I'm going to do a video on it. So I'm going to try and let me note it down. I'll do a video for the jobs that qualify as relevant experiences for this caregiver job. Before you people kill me with questions, I will do a video for the jobs that qualify as relevant experiences. I'm writing it as relevant experience for the caregiver route so that I don't forget. Jesus. I will do that. I will do it and I'll put it on YouTube. I'll make it a free video for everybody. So what jobs and what experiences qualify for this route? I'll do that video. So you can stop asking that question. I'm going to do a video and post it for everybody to see. Okay. So I think we're going to stop here. There are some questions that are not relevant. I'm going to do a video. Teachers, the teachers qualify. Somebody has asked for doctor, nurse, nutritionist, farmer, and all of that. So I'm going to actually do a video like that. So guys, I'm going to answer your questions one after the other. When we leave the webinar, I'm going to go one after the other and answer your questions. Thank you so much. So if you still have questions, try and make sure that you are putting it, the CNA qualifies. Let me put CNA. That's another one. CNA qualifies, yeah. So make sure that you are you're asking the questions. I will still answer the questions, even though the webinar stops. I will still answer your questions. But I just sincerely want to thank you guys for attending. Lots of you have been sending questions even before now. This caregiver program is a great one. I was so happy to get it. So, guys, concentrate on working on your CV, your cover letter, and getting a job. Caregiver is one of those jobs that is abundant in Canada. I'm telling you, it's plenty. Yeah, whether it's individual caregiver in organizations, the work boku, iboku. So we have those links in the work permit handbook. I'm also going to be connecting with a lot more employers that employ nannies, caregivers, and I'm going to updating it in the handbook. It's not a free information, no. It's only for those who are in the handbook, yeah, that are going to get that information. So thank you guys. We'll have another webinar next month, and we're going to be talking about another topic. But make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, yeah. I post information almost every week. Great information. I do lots of research before I post videos. I don't just post videos for posting. So make sure you are subscribed. Go through the videos on the channel. You see lots of better information, like boku valuable free information for yourself. Okay. I am going to be answering your questions, so continue to leave them. I will still answer. Thank you very much, guys. At this point, I think I need to stop. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Have a lovely rest of the week and also a beautiful week next week. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye.